He's absolutely incredible. Her name is Kate McGann. All you need to do, make her feel welcome. Start clapping and cheer for the one and only Kate McGann, everyone!
Hi. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? All right? Good, good. You all sound lovely. Did anyone else put on any lockdown timber? Oh, wait. Oh, my God. I put on so much weight during lockdown. I had this one, but this is a new one. This is a new bit. She's called Carol. Hi, nice to meet you. She's new. I've been eating like Henry VIII. It's ridiculous. I had pizza now as a pre-snack. I had a little pizza and then dinner. Lovely. I'm eating like Henry VIII. It's ridiculous. I drink mead now. Who drinks mead? You do. I got 6 wives, gout. I'm having a terrible time. But I'm trying to go to the gym. I'm trying to get fit and healthy. And it's really boring. I find it really stressful whenever I go to the gym. I think the only thing that's more stressful is having a burrito and trying bum sex for the first time. Stressful. I'm just saying. Hypothetically, I can imagine. Like, I haven't tried it. I can just, I can imagine. Not speaking from experience. So I've been trying to go to the gym, and the reason I find it stressful is that I'm super forgetful. So whenever I go, I forget something, whether it's like, a hairbrush or my willpower. Every time. But the other day I worked out the worst thing to forget, and that was my towel. So I got out of the shower and I was like, back. How are you going to solve this one, Kate? That's how I stand when I get out of the shower. I'm always like to air it out. Well, I think about my next move, So I thought, I live in Brighton. So does everyone know where Brighton is? Woo! Very liberal place. I thought, fuck it, I'll air dry. So I was Kate Bushing my way around the changing rooms. It's me, Kathy. So, yes, quite. I didn't hear a word of that, but I'm sure it was lovely. So I was Kate Bushing my way around the changing rooms. Get it? Kate Bush? Kate Bush? What are you talking about? Shh. Anyway, so I wasn't getting dry quick enough, right? I had places to go, people to see, pizza to eat. So I thought, I know what, I'm a genius. I'll go under the hand dryer. Now, we've got those hand dryers at the gym that are quite forceful. The ones that you get at the airport. So I was dry in no time. It's fine. However, I did feel bad for the other people in the changing room who had to then witness my fan noir. It's Welsh. My fan noir looking like it was skydiving. Sorry, everyone! So I don't go to that gym anymore. Not allowed back. Thank God for Joe Wicks. Said no one ever. He's a terrible, terrible person. He went on holiday to the Maldives recently for free. It was gifted, #gifted. Has anyone been on holiday recently? Okay, I'll explain. A holiday. It's fine, I'll explain. A holiday is where you go on an aeroplane, you go somewhere really nice and get really drunk and you come home and it's great. Get really drunk. Now, I went to Gran Canaria because I'm secretly an aging gay man. It's my spirit animal. It's true, it's my spirit animal. And I love cock. Nom, nom, nom. So Moorish, isn't it? No. Never have too much. Well, I say. I always go back for seconds. So I went to Gran Canaria last year. I had a lovely time. Now, I always find it really funny when you go on holiday and you say, isn't it weird? This time last week, we were at home. That's mad, isn't it? It's mad. Or this time next week, we'll be back in the office, won't we? It's mad, isn't it? Mad how that happens. But right now, we're paddleboarding with Pablo. It's mad, isn't it? How that happens. Time. But you don't say it with anything else, so you don't get paid and go shopping in Waitrose. Bougie. You're wandering up and down the aisles and you go, God, it's so weird. This time last week. I was crying into a pot noodle. And now look at me. £7 Essentials brioche. I will. Thank you. I'll have 2. Thank you very much. Gorgeous. We'll go on a first date. You're sitting opposite someone. And you go, God, it's so weird. This time last week, I had another guy's dick in my mouth. What are the chances? Isn't that mad how that happens? It's just mad. It's mad. But I have some news, Liverpool. I got married 6 weeks ago. You should have all come. This would have been great. We would have had a lovely time. This would have been so good. So yeah, I got married recently. It was very nice. We had a really good time. When we first started going out, I'm quite tall. Thank you for noticing. Man-sized, if you will. My husband, he's a teeny tiny little man. Teeny tiny. I mean, like he's bigger than a burrower. Smaller than a hobbit, like teeny tiny. So when we first started dating, every time he was walking behind me, I thought he was proposing. I was like, I do. No. So I'm just walking along. Yes. It worked, finally. But there's a bit of an age gap. He's a bit older than me. But it's great because winter's coming, so I can wear his scrotum as a snood. It's great. It's really... Thought about it. It's useful. Like, stand behind me. It's going really well. I'm really pleased. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. But we met in real life. IRL, as the kids say. We met IRL. And my friends, I was single for a long time, for all my 20s and 30s. For a long time, and all my happily married friends said to me, Kate, as soon as you stop looking, that is when you'll find it. As soon as you stop looking, that is when you'll find it. So I bought some horse blinkers to knock out those side vision, that one. That one. So when he did approach me, he had to approach from the front so as not to startle me. With a flat palm and a sugar cube. Thank you very much. And then we did loads of ketamine and got a wibbly wobbler. The first thing he said to me was, why the long face? All right, man. But he does like to ride me side saddle, and I'm into it. I can read a book at the same time. I like it. But the other day, I was sending him some saucy photos. Nice. They weren't unsolicited, like he did ask for them. Well, he said, how's your day been? So I was like, well, I will tell you. Boobies. Now, we live next door to a garage because we're doing well for ourselves. So I was sending loads of photos. You have to get all the angles right, don't you? Yeah. Take these gorgeous photos. And my phone said, would you like to upload these recent images and show me the smut on my phone to JP Autos? Now, if you're in the Brighton area and you need an MOT, do look up my twin airbags and dodgy clutch. 5 stars on TripAdvisor. Thank you very much. But is there any singletons in tonight? Woo-hoo! Yes, love it, enjoy it. I love it. I loved it when I was single. It was good. Are we on any dating apps? Yes, the dating apps. Hey, my method was if you throw enough shit against the wall, something's bound to stick. And it does, eventually. So I was on all of them. I like to scattergun them. Also, I did something pretty desperate when I was in my 20s. I applied for a television dating show. Oh, no, don't go that far. Whoever's single, nothing is that bad that you could do that. Don't do it to yourselves. I went on Take Me Out. No like it. Thank you. I love you, my people. Had a terrible time. No, it was all right. I was on 13 of 14 episodes. My friend, did wonders for my self-esteem, I tell you that. So, yeah. If anyone doesn't know what Take Me Out, I'll explain very quickly. It's 30 slags in a row. And then they lower a man down the love lift, which is in the center. It's basically like the goat in the T-Rex enclosure in Jurassic Park. Like, no, don't make me do it. And then they go to one side and they're like, hello, ladies. And they do the double gun. And you can see them regretting every decision they've ever made. And they go to the side and they do it again. And then they want to kill themselves. It's great. And they're like, all right, ladies, my name's Kate. And they want to die. And it's horrible. And then we all go, oh, it's brilliant. Now, the first round, they do sort of 3 rounds. And then by the end, if anyone has their light left on, if we like him, we leave our light on. And if we don't, we turn it off. And if anyone's got their light left on at the end, and it was always me, always, then they'd come around and turn it off. My friends watched it at home and said, whenever your light got turned on, we downed our drink, but we had to stop doing it because we got too drunk. Did you? Great. And then they would do a talent as well. Do you remember what they would do? I mean, you say talent, I use the term very loosely. Like, talent. There was one guy called Dave, and he actually balanced a bench on his chin. Like, at what point do you realize you can do that? Like, do you go into a primary school and go, get those kids off? I fucking reckon I could. And we all have to go, well, if he can balance a bench, he can balance my fanny. He's the one. And the girls were lovely. I really enjoyed, like, I met some really good friends, like all the girls that we become really good mates. I mean, a couple of the girls looked like the sort of girls that they would push their finger into your lip balm when you offered it to them. Yeah, you know the types of girls that are like fucking, no, you know what I mean? When they push their finger into your lip balm, I bet you do it. He's like, what? What do you mean? Is that bad? When you push your finger into a lip balm. Anyway, that's a new bit. It's a new material night, guys. Chill out. Push the lip balm. Anyway, you're going to go home and look at your lip balm and be like, what have I been doing all this time? Don't push it in hard. So then I ended up getting a date. Yes. I went on a date. Yes, I was the only one with my light left on. So he had no choice. But to take me out. Not only did he have no choice, but to take me out. I dated a wizard. I mean, the first red flag was that he had no shoes on. So that was my first red flag. And then I went to Fernando's, which is in Tenerife. Woo! And we had a lovely time. And we've been married for 6 weeks. He's great. He's really great. No, it didn't end up in love, but he was a very nice man, and so on and so forth. Don't do it. The moral of the story, anyone single, don't apply for a national television program. What was really funny is I was working in a pub in North London, and people would watch it going out, and then come to the pub and see me behind the bar and go, how did you get from my television to here? So quickly, teleportation, what? It really confused them. And they'd think I'd ruined my makeup on the way. Like, you look so beautiful on my television. You're right. So, I was on Bumble. So does anyone heard of Bumble? Has anyone heard? Yes, right, Bumble, the women have to make the first move. It's very exciting, unless you're me. So to Dean, I said, hey, Dean, this is back in my single days, and I was trying to find the one. So I sent Dean a message, hey, Dean. Here is a list of my favourite Deans in no particular order. Dean Cain from Superman. Good one. Dean Gaffney from EastEnders. Forest of Dean. Whole forest of them. And of course you. He replied, great. Want to see my dick? Yes. Obviously. Why am I here? Try before you buy. To Gavin, I said, hey, Gavin, would you prefer 3 massive testicles or 100 little ones? I guess we'll never know. Never replied. One chap was trying to be flirty, and I said, hey there, blue eyes, and he replied, it's glaucoma. He was in his 80s, but fuck it. You have to cast the net wide. But this put me off Tinder for life. some guy actually wrote on his bio, his Tinder bio, to try and find the one. He wrote, "I want to crack an egg in your ass. And fuck it until it scrambles." And he's here tonight. Thank you, so nice to see you again. So nice. You're looking well. You're looking well. Sorry. Honestly, he had more red flags than the end of Les Mis. Like, do you hear the people sing? But another thing, I wasn't very good at like sexy talk when you're in bed and you know you're trying to have like sexual conversation. It's not the time. So I was in bed with someone and he was like, one day, it was a few years ago, and he said, "How does my cock feel?" I mean, it wasn't quite as jaunty as that. It was a bit more breathy. And of all the words of the English language, I was trying to think of something sexy, and I went, snug. I wanted to say as snug as a bug in my rug, but I was like, what are brilliant. Anyway, you've been really lovely. Thank you so much. I'm Kate McGann.
Kate McGann, everyone!